Hello, Internet family. I'm Shayla Reeves. This is CBSN Minnesota's Morning Update. Grab that coffee and let's get you up to speed on your news and weather. Now, first we want to talk about these temperatures. We're starting off this December 28th with some pretty frigid conditions out there. We know by noon we're going to have some scattered flurries, 19 degrees, but by 4 o'clock we're not going to warm up much more. We're still going to be a little below average, coming in at 20 degrees. And by 8 o'clock tonight, make sure you have those jackets handy. We're going to dip down to the 12 degrees and it's going to be partially clearing out there. And when we talk about this weather, this is actually my first winter in Minnesota, so I could use a little bit of advice for all of you folks that have called Minnesota home for some time now. What are some of the must-have things that I need to get to help me navigate this winter? We want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. What do I have to have in my car? What can I not live without? Send us your responses and we'll get a few of those on the air in just a little bit. Minnesota's long-term care facilities will begin receiving the COVID vaccines today. CVS Health says it'll administer the vaccine to more than 63,000 people in nearly 600 facilities. It's an exciting day for many families, including the Ingle Kings. Jim and Carol live at the St. Therese Seniors Community in Woodbury, but have barely seen each other this year because they stay in different facilities. They and their daughter Paula hope this is the first step to being reunited.
What am I going to do when I finally get to see Dad?
Yep.
I'm just going to give him a big hug, and I'm glad I'm going to be there.
We are thrilled. I mean, I posted it on Facebook or Instagram. You know, best gift ever. It feels exciting to be, kind of seeing that light at the end of the tunnel.
Forward to. Doctors with CVS Health say there's no exact date yet on when the vaccine will start being given to the general public, but MDH says it will make it clear to the public when it will be their turn. Health officials are worried about a post-holiday surge of COVID-19. The Transportation Security Administration screened more than 1 million people at airports on Saturday, the day after Christmas, despite the CDC urging Americans not to travel during the holidays. We don't have the TSA numbers from yesterday yet. Starting today, passengers flying in from the UK will need a negative COVID test within 72 hours of getting on a plane. There's growing concern a new variant discovered in the UK could be more transmissible. A heads up for those living in Minneapolis, the 3rd Avenue Bridge is closing next Monday, January 4th for repairs. It's not scheduled to reopen for 2 years. MnDOT says the more than 100-year-old bridge is deteriorating. Expect a much smoother and improved bridge when it reopens. And last night, President Trump signed the bipartisan COVID relief bill that Congress passed a week ago. On Tuesday, the president threw the bill's future into uncertainty when he released a video criticizing the plans for $600 stimulus checks to most Americans as inadequate. Instead, he demanded $2,000 payments. Republicans blocked that idea. The president said the House will vote today on providing $2,000 relief checks to adults and $600 for children. A sweet surprise stole the show this Christmas in California. A gingerbread monolith appeared in a San Francisco park on Christmas Day. The monolith was similar to others that have been popping up around the world, except instead of shiny metal, this mysterious one was made of gingerbread. It even had icing and gumdrops, just like the others. It's not clear how it got there, but unlike the others, this one didn't last very long. It collapsed after just 24 hours. Wonder Woman 1984 debuted at #1 at the box office Christmas weekend, and it's official now. Another Wonder Woman movie is on the way. Warner Brothers just fast-tracked a 3rd Wonder Woman installment, and both leading lady Gal Gadot and writer-director Patty Jenkins are set to return and conclude the trilogy. Wonder Woman 1984 pulled in just under $17 million in the United States and Canada over the weekend. That makes it the most successful North American box office opening since the pandemic started. The movie was released simultaneously in theaters and via streaming. In case you didn't know, it's National Chocolate Candy Day. Chocolate, which comes from the tropical cacao tree, has been around for at least 3 millennia. It was used in beverages up until 1828 when a Dutch chemist developed a way to make chocolate in solid form by removing the cocoa butter from the cacao. The first box of chocolate was made in 1842. 5 years later, sugar was added to create the popular chocolate treat we know today. Now, Americans eat 12 pounds of chocolate each year, so if you can splurge a little bit and try to squeeze in one piece for today. The St. Paul Winter Carnival is planning to celebrate its 135th anniversary with a new drive-through ice and snow sculpture park at the State Fairgrounds. It will cost you this year, though, to see those sculptures, $20 a car. Tickets go on sale tomorrow. The Winter Carnival starts January 28th. Our extra blanket of Sunday snow made the perfect backdrop for some winter fun.
No, watch out for the kid! Watch out, kid! Oh my God!
Look at all those Sunday sledders. The hill was packed over at Wintercrest Park in Coon Rapids yesterday afternoon. Our extra bit of snow really did make it look like a picture-perfect snow globe out there. And we want to get back to our talker. Some of you are weighing in on my first winter in Minnesota to help make sure I'm prepared for all of this. So let's see what some of you are saying online. Molly Parker says, those wool socks and wool hats are a must. I do have some of those, so I'm going to keep making sure that I have them on every day. Joseph says hot coffee. You can't go without the hot coffee. So I do have a little coffee at home. Sounds like I'm on track in that regard. Elizabeth says down coat that covers your bottom. Very important if you're going to be out and about and navigating these frigid temperatures. Leanne says, I need an ice scraper for my car. It's probably going to make a world of difference if you're in a pinch and you got to go and you got to get that car cleaned. And Leanne Waterworth says a good solid pair of winter boots. All important advice. Thank you all for weighing in on everything I need to know to be prepared for my winter, my first winter here in Minnesota. That's your morning update from CBSN Minnesota, your only local streaming news source. Find us on any of your devices by downloading the CBS News app or go to WCCO.com. Until then, be nice to each other on the internet.